How to make your very own jumping bean. You will need a steel ball bearing about 1/2 inch in diameter. That's about 12.5 millimeters. It doesn't matter if your ball bearing is a little bit bigger or smaller than this, but if it's too big or too small, this process simply will not work. Don't try using a glass marble either. It's got to be steel. You will need a small metal container with a lid. A tobacco tin is ideal. What a great use for a discredited product. You will need a cylindrical former about the same diameter as your ball bearing. A fat pen might do, or a AA cell. You will need a scrap of aluminium baking foil. A scrap, we're not roasting a turkey here. Just enough to wrap a couple of times around the former. Now you're ready to make your jumping bean. Wrap the foil a couple of times around the former and close the end by crumpling it. Don't fold it, crumple it. Don't worry if it looks a little bit messy at this stage. Slip the foil tube off the former and pop the ball bearing inside. It should fit easily, not too loosely, not too tightly. Gently crumple the end of the tube to close it, like you did at the other end. The length of the resulting capsule should be roughly 3 times the diameter of your ball bearing. If you used a 1/2 inch ball bearing, 1.5 inches is about right for the length of the tube. Simply trim away any excess. Cradle the capsule gently in your hand and give it a bit of a shake to make sure the ball bearing can travel freely up and down. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Well, if that helps you to visualize the process, that's okay too. Pop the capsule into the tin and close the lid. Now comes the exciting bit. As implausible as this might seem, shake the tin vigorously for a minute or so. The inside of the tin acts like an anvil, and the ball bearing acts like a hammer, smoothing the wrinkles in the foil in what is known as a peening action. Voila! Your very own homemade jumping bean. If your little friend gets squashed, simply place him back in the tin and shake him back into shape. Make 2 and race them downhill. Or get a life.
Arriba, arriba, andre, andre!